Editing your model in Phoenix. Whatever your model you're flying at the time, if you want to edit that one, you go up to Model, up here where it says Model, go down to where it says Edit. Make sure this is on Detailed. Down here, click Detailed. The first thing I'll go to, there's only a few settings I usually change. This is a little out of focus. I'll click on Main Rotor, and then I'm going to click Flybar. Flybarless Agility. That's set to 140. That's where I have it. That changes your flip and roll rates. 140 is a pretty quick flip and roll rate. Flybarless Response. If the helicopter does not feel responsive to your stick movements, like it's disconnected or lagging a little bit, you might want to change the flybarless response. I don't usually change anything else in the flybar setting. All models can be flybarless. It'll still show the flybar, but I always put it to passive flybarless for every model. Change the flybarless agility to where I want it, and the flybarless response if I need to. Next thing I come down to is the governor setting. I click on governor, where it says RPMs. That's how fast your blades are spinning. So I'll turn that to a higher or a lower RPM until I get the model to fly the way I want it to. Like if it doesn't have enough pop, it feels a little sluggish on the collective, I'll boost the RPMs up a little bit. That's the only thing I mess with in the governor mode. If you go to tail rotor, go to gyro, and where it says rate, that is how fast your helicopter will pyro. So if your helicopter pyros too fast, like this is one is set to 400 at stock. If I want it to pyro faster, I'll go to 500 and see how that is. If I still need it to pyro faster, I'll change it. If I want it to pyro slower, I might change that to 300 and see how that goes. The only other thing you might want to change is your expo. Go to Model, Controls, then you've got Elevator, Aileron, and Rudder. You can click on one of those and you'll see an expo setting. You can change the expo for each one there. Usually I don't mess with that, but that's something else you can do. And those are typically the only things I change on the models to make them fly the way I want. And usually I don't need to change much except for the flybarless agility and the governor setting for the blades RPM. So that's pretty much how I set up my models in Phoenix.